Mexican, any Puerto Rican, any poor man, any black man. Woo! Ask the wretched how they fare in the halls of justice. And then you will know, not whether or not the country is just, but whether or not it has any love for justice or any concept of it. It is certain that ignorance, allied with power, is the most ferocious enemy that freedom can have, and that justice can have. My name is Anya Dillard. I am 17 years old, and I am also an activist, the founder of the Next Gen Come Up, and the current student council president at West Orange High School. Firstly, I want to thank our ancestors for shining upon us on this day. It has been a gloomy week for many of us, but today we are met with this beautiful weather to not only fight to repair a broken system, but to defend the honor of our brothers and sisters who are no longer with us. The quotes that I just shared with all of you are the words of the great James Baldwin, spoken over 50 years ago. The problem is, these words could have been spoken just yesterday. Not much has changed. It is 2020, and my generation alone has witnessed the countless murders of people who look just like our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, our best friends, all to the hands of police officers and white supremacists in this country. We have been told that the priceless melanin in our skin is to be deemed a threat. We've been told that all we have to do to be deemed thugs are pull hoodies over our heads, or go on jogs, or sleep in our own homes. We have been told that the struggle is a work of fiction, one that is 400 pages long, pages worth 400 years of pain and suffering, pages that we should all just get over, according to society. This generation has witnessed murder almost as much as it's witnessed YouTube ads. That is the issue. The effect that that has on the psyche and the spiritual placement of young black people in this country is life-altering. We have experienced such alienation and felt such outrage. We have all feared for our lives and suspected the worst from a society that should be honoring us. Even me, a black girl living in the suburbs who has never had a policeman touch her in her life, is very aware of the possibility that it could happen to me. Oh, it happened. It happened here. Thank you, sir. It happened to my mother growing up. Yes. And that is what we are fighting for. Before this town was ever so-called and interracial, my mother was a black woman on Overlook Avenue, the only dark-skinned black woman married to a white Italian Irish man. And I am fighting for you. Every time. They came very school. I am fighting this war so that it will not remain a norm of our future. I am fighting for my little brother. I'm fighting for my father, for my uncles, for my cousins, for my best friends, who many of which are young black men. We have been fighting this war for longer than we know. We have had moments where we felt powerless and even discouraged. However, what we have seen in just the past few weeks has been empowering. This is empowering. The protests all over the world that have been sweeping social media have painted the faces of millions of people, people of every race, as allies of our fight, as allies of the Black Lives Matter movement. It has shown us that collectively, we have the power to not only demand change, but to obtain it. It has shown us that we have the power to change the societal metric of this nation and mobilize towards real victories. necessary. George Floyd's killers were arrested, so why are you still disrupting the peace? Yes, George Floyd's killers were arrested, but we are fighting for a conviction, not just the conviction of these men and all the others that still walk free today. But we are fighting for a conviction of the system. A system powered by disenfranchisement of black men and women. A system fueled by pain, hatred, and bigotry. We are fighting to rebuild a system that protects us, that upholds the promises and obligations to all people. We are fighting to shake up the foundation of this country that was so brutally built on the bruised backs of our ancestors. We are fighting for our brothers and sisters who have never received justice. We fight for Sandra, Trayvon, Eric, Michael, Brianna, Philando, Sean, Freddie, and even Emmett, along with the many others that don't make headlines, that have struck our communities with such grief. We are fighting for all of them, and we will not keep repeating ourselves. Justice must be served today. That's right. Young people, we are at the helm of what is being called the biggest global civil rights movement in history. With that being said, my message onto you is that we cannot let this moment fade. We have got to build on the momentum that this has created, because this too will become a distant memory for some. But we cannot allow it to become a distant memory for us. We must dedicate hours to signing every petition, to texting Floyd to 55156, texting justice to 668366, donating to bail bonds and foundations, supporting black-owned businesses and historically black institutions, encouraging our black youth to pursue politics and break barriers of leadership representation in this country. Parents, we need you to fight too. No matter your race, your background, your religious or political affiliations, we need your voices and your advocacy as us, young people, are trying to make a change in this world. Lastly, I want you all to hear and understand this. The glorification of one race and the consequent debasement of another always has been and always will be a recipe for disaster. There is no way around this. If one is permitted to treat any group of people with special disfavor because of their own race or the color of their skin, there is no limit to what one will force them to endure. And since the entire race has mysteriously been indicted, not any reason not to attempt to destroy it root and branch. James Baldwin. Black